This is PQC700i series universal power quality calibrator. This is front panel. There are voltage output ports of A phase, B phase and C phase. There are current output ports of A phase, B phase and C phase. This is 8.4-inch touch screen. This is Ethernet port, used to connect with PC when using PC software control the instrument. This is USB port, can connect with disk, mouse and keyboard. This is running indicator and run button. This is stop button. This is mouse trackball, left and right buttons. This is control keyboard. This is rear panel. This is nameplate. This is power supply socket and power supply switch. This is ground port. This is IRB port. Other ports are reserved. Next, let's look at the output function. First, sine waveform generation interface. Click sine. The sine waveform generation interface is open. Right-click in the setting box, it pops up quick setting selection. Press run button, the instrument starts to output. This is fundamental waveform output. Yellow is A-phase voltage, blue is A-phase current. Look at the 3-phase voltage and 3-phase current, they are high accuracy. We output 220 volts and 10 amperes. This is output waveform and output value. Let's switch test items from fundamental to frequency variation. Frequency variation is used to output changed frequency. The output frequency changes cyclically and linearly way between P1 and P3, with a cycle period of 10 seconds. 10-second value is 49.6196 Hz. Press run button, the instrument starts to output. The frequency is changing between 42.5 Hz and 57.5 Hz. Let's switch test items from frequency variation to sine modulation test. Sine modulation is used to generate modulated waveform. The modulation frequency can be set from 0.1 Hz to 40 Hz. Modulation depth and modulation initial phase angle can also be set here. Press run button, the instrument starts to output. The modulation frequency is 2.3 Hz, the modulation depth is 10%, the modulation initial phase angle is 0 degree. Second, let's go to harmonic generation interface. From second harmonic to 63 harmonic can be added to fundamental voltage and fundamental current. Select the second and third harmonic, press run button. The second and third harmonic content of voltage and current is 20%. Third, let's go to interharmonic generation interface. Interharmonic from 0.01 to 62.9 can be added to fundamental voltage and fundamental current. Select interharmonic 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, press run button. The interharmonic content of 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5 is 10%. If you need to output other times interharmonic, please input the data directly. Fourth, let's go to voltage flicker generation interface. There is different standard for selection. The modulation waveform supports square, rectangular and sine. Here we select square, the variation frequency is half a Hz. Press run button, the instrument starts to output. The PSD, which means short-term flicker perceptibility, is set 27.586 here. Fifth, let's go to multi-incident generation interface. Multi-incident means fundamental wave, harmonic, interharmonic and modulation wave can be superimposed and output at the same time. The frequency variation is 60 times per minute and PST is 20. Harmonic and interharmonic content is 20%. Press Run button, the instrument starts to output. This is a waveform superimposed by harmonics, interharmonic and modulation wave on the fundamental waveform. 6th, let's go to voltage swells and dips generation interface. Output mode supports loop and no loop. Loop mode means steady state value and transient value are output cyclically according to the set time. Press Run button, the instrument starts to output. The incident state and steady state output cyclically. No loop means steady state value is output continuously after transient value is output. Press Run to start output in unloop mode. The incident state output first, then the steady state output. 7th, let's go to voltage swell and dip sequence generation interface. The total sequence is up to 30 states. Here we set 3 sequence states. The first state is 50% of rated value. The second state is the rated value. The third state is 180% of rated value. B phase and C phase setting are same. The duration is 1 second. Press Run button, the instrument starts to output. The 3 state sequences output in turn. PQC700i series support locally control and PC control. Use an Ethernet cable, one end is inserted to Ethernet port, the other end connects to PC. Click Connect PC on local touchscreen, it goes into PC control mode automatically. Double-click PQC Series Universal Power Quality Calibrator software on PC, the software is open. The PC software is same as local software. Click Sine, the sine waveform generation interface is open. Click Run button, the sine waveform starts to output. Now PQC Series Universal Power Quality Calibrator introduction is finished. If you have any question, please feel free to contact us.